one thing that can never be taken away from us is our absolute free choice to choose how we respond and especially how we think in any given situation in life. Nobody can take that away. In fact, says Viktor Frankl in Man's Search for Meaning, it's our ultimate freedom. People can take away everything from us. People can deny us all of our freedoms, as so happened in dictatorships. We can be, God forbid, taken hostage, bound and gagged, that we can't speak, we can't do anything. Every freedom is taken away from us, except for one, says Viktor Frankl, our ability to think and to choose how we think about what happens to us and what our attitude should be. Says Viktor Frankl famously that he saw people, he said somebody like him has been through the Shoah and the concentration camps. Nobody can tell me, he says, that we don't have free choice. He says, I saw people steal other people's last piece of bread in Auschwitz, and I saw people give away their last piece of bread. To use his words, whether we're going to be the saint or the sinner is ultimately our choice. And ultimately it is that the ultimate free choice that we have, that no one can ever take away from us, is how we choose to think about what happens to us. And this is our ultimate freedom. And that's exactly why in this week's parasha, when we learn in Nitzavim-Vayeilech, and Nitzavim, it always comes before Rosh Hashanah. It's the parashot of teshuva, of the famous parasha of teshuva. The Nitzavim ends and says, Ra'ei natati lefanecha, God says, see, I give before you today, et ha'chaim v'et ha'tov, I give you the good and the choice of life, v'et ha'mavet v'et ha'ra, or a choice, God forbid, of death and of evil. And he continues and he says, and I'm giving testimony today that I'm giving natati lefanecha ha'bracha v'klala. There is so much blessing and so much curse. And how do you mediate and ameliorate between blessing and curse? In the famous words, uvacharta b'chaim. Why is it so important to choose life? Leman tichyeh atav zarach. Otherwise, how can you live? How can you exist? How can you thrive if you don't choose to choose life? And I think that's the great choice we have. That's what teshuva is all about. That is why the Rambam says that the essence of Hilchot Teshuva is the law, is understanding that we've got bchira chofshit, we've got free choice. After all, says the Rambam, if we don't have free choice, then how can God demand of us to take personal responsibility and to better ourselves? We don't have free choice. Ultimately, no matter what has happened to us, no matter what the circumstance, we always have the absolute free choice to choose our attitude to it. One thing I've seen over this year, in the pain and terrible pain that we have been in and still in, pain does not have to, of necessity, equal anger. It doesn't have to, of necessity, equal blame. It doesn't have to, of necessity, spew out negativity. Pain is pain, it's a reality, and there's not much one can do about it. But we are called upon, even in the painful times of life, uvacharta b'chaim, to rebuild ourselves through the challenge and always to choose the path of life. There is always that path, to choose our reaction to things, to choose to be the best version of ourselves that we can be. And there's nothing instinctive or taken for granted about feelings and instincts and emotions that we have. They are painful, and life comes with so much difficulty. But it also, even in those situations, taught us Viktor Frankl and demands of us the Torah, uvacharta b'chaim. May we all choose life as we approach the last number of days, the end of this year. May we choose life with all the pain and difficulty as we approach Rosh Hashanah. And may this Rosh Hashanah, B'ezrat Hashem, be one where we are all inscribed in the book of life, good life of surviving and thriving, and the best of all life for the year 5785. Shabbat Shalom.